From Progressive Field here in Northern Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio to be exact. This is the home of the Indians, and this is the home of the 2019 Major League Baseball All-Star Game. I'm Kevin McAlpin on the road with the Braves, here bringing you all the latest news and notes on the Fan and the Braves Radio Network. Happy Saturday to you, almost Easter Sunday right around the corner, and hopefully you all are getting a chance to spend some time with family and with friends, and of course, hopefully you'll make some time to join us on the Braves Radio Network as we've got two for the price of one. Braves and the Indians, a traditional doubleheader starting today at 4 o'clock Eastern. Of course, these two teams were set to start their three-game interleague series last night, but I got to tell you, it was a miserable night here in Cleveland. It was raining all day. It was winds in the 30 and 40-mile-an-hour gust range. Just not a nice night. So the Indians canceled that game about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So they will get both games in here today. I know it's overcast, it's a little wet here at Progressive Field, but the good news is folks here with the Indians feel like they'll be able to get both these games in. And that's a good news because, of course, the Braves don't come here very often. Matter of fact, this is ballpark number 30 for me. This is the final one that I needed to cross off my list, so I've now been to all 30 active Major League ballparks. Can't wait to get around and explore here at Progressive Field. Of course, we'll be hosting the Major League Baseball All-Star Game in just a couple of months. But first things first, we got the Braves and the Indians today at 4 o'clock Eastern. Julio Temur going game one. Touki Toussaint, who was scheduled to go last night in the first game of the series, he will start game two a little bit later on this evening. And as far as Julio goes, I thought, take away that one inning in Coors Field, and he has been outstanding this year. And of course, the Braves really need Julio to step up and carry some of the weight in the pitching staff here to start the year. With Fulte being on the injured list and with Gausman being a little slow, this is where they need their six-time opening day starter to really carry some of the weight and take a step up. And I think Julio has done that. Again, for the most part, you take away that one inning in Coors Field where he had a large lead that got away very, very quickly. Julio's two-seamer has looked good. I thought his slider has had a lot more bite on it this year than we have seen the last couple of years. So we'll see Julio go game one. And pitching in cold weather and miserable weather, that's nothing new for Julio. Of course, you think back, one of the best starts of his entire career came at Coors Field back in 2013, the night the Braves got snowed out. He started game one, which was the coldest game in Major League Baseball history, 23 degrees at first pitch. That is a game I will never forget. Not quite that chilly here in Cleveland, but temperatures in the low 40s. And again, they're expecting to get both these ball games in. So Julio seems to pitch well in cold weather, and the Braves will be looking to have him continue that success here this afternoon, starting at 4 o'clock Eastern. How about the lineup? Because Nick Markakis, who we've seen just about every ball game to start the year, he will serve as the designated hitter in game one. We'll see Matt Joyce get a start for the Braves in right field. As far as game two goes, Braves haven't announced who will be the DH in game two, but I think maybe a guy like Josh Donaldson take some pressure off his legs, let him be the DH, and let Johan Camargo start game two. If I'm reading between the lines, that's what I expect to happen. But hey, as you all know, I have been wrong a time or two in the past. Brian McCann will start behind the plate, so Tyler Flowers will likely go game two here for the Braves. And again, Touki Toussaint will be the guy on the mound for the Braves in game two of this traditional doubleheader. And what can you say about the job that Touki did last weekend? Sean Newcomb gets a 4-0 lead. That 4-0 lead evaporates in about the span of 5 minutes. Toussaint has to come in the second inning and go 6 innings in relief, and he earned the opportunity to start for the Braves here today. Of course, Sean Newcomb optioned back to AAA Gwinnett. Speaking of AAA Gwinnett, Mike Fultonevich will make one more rehab start for the Stripers a little bit later on today. And if all goes well, we would expect to see Fulte join the Braves rotation at some point, probably on the upcoming homestand. So that is the good news as far as the Braves rotation goes. Some stability is on the way in the form of Mike Fultonevich, and we'll keep you posted on how his rehab outing with the Stripers goes a little bit later on today. But again, it's the Braves and the Indians interleague play. My first time here at Progressive Field, and again, it's a little chilly, it's a little windy, but it's dry. That's the most important part. As you can see behind me, tarp is off the field. The grounds crew getting ready for game one, and it's going to be a long day at the ballpark here, so hopefully you'll make time to join Jim Powell and Joe Simpson on 680 The Fan back in Atlanta and all across the Southeast on the Braves Radio Network as you get set for Easter Sunday. And again, the Braves on prime time once again tomorrow night under the lights here at Progressive Field. So that's a look at what's to come here over the next few days for the Braves. And again, hopefully you'll join all of our coverage right here on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.